dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Skye Stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day. Plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this special Sunday feature on Sports Bytes Philippines. For today, we have a couple of lovely ladies from the world of Philippine figure skating. But before we call on them, I'd like to introduce somebody who has been missing for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely Miss Anna Cruz.
Hello! Sabi ko sana welcome back, but hello, it's nice to be back. Nice to see you again, Sir Brian. And to all our viewers, I missed you. So, yan. Kumusta tayong lahat?
Akala ko iniwan mo na kami. Tagal mong nawala eh. Ang hirap mong hagilapin eh. Anyway,
Yun talaga.
perfect yung timing mo, Ana, kasi meron tayong dalawang rising and beautiful ladies from the world of figure skating. Let's call on them, okay? First, let's call on Miss Skye Chua. Skye? Naku. Skye? Nag-lag yata.
Loading pa.
Nag-loading. Okay. Anyway, habang inaayos pa po ni Skye, na yun, naputol lang nga ng tuluyan. Let's call on Miss Skye Patenia.
There.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hi, Skye. Hello. How are you?
I'm okay po.
Yeah, ito yung mga natin. Ito na si Skye, yung isang Skye, kumbaga reach for the sky. Let's call on Skye Chua.
Hello.
Ayun. How are you? Yan. Yung mga mukhang may updates tayo sa kanila, Ana, kasi I believe pero kukumpete na sila. Kumbaga kaya nga break the ice.
That's
Sige.
true.
So before we start, sige, tanongin natin muna Skye P, kasi yung pareho sila Skye. We need to add another word. Let's ask Skye P, Skye Patenia. What's the latest with you? How are you doing these past months?
Well, I've been doing fine naman po. I'm trying to get a ticket to United States so that I can train. So,
Okay. How about you, Skye? Skye C.
Hello. So, I've been doing well naman din po. recently I have been focusing then on off ice since the rinks in the Philippines are closed, and we've been planning for my training in the US.
Alam mo,
Mm.
Ana, uli ko nakita to si Sky. Bata pa, ngayon dalagan-dalaga na.
Actually, nung huli ko rin siya nakita sa link, parang ano pa siya, baby girl, hindi baby girl. I mean, dalaga na sila parehas ngayon and
Yeah.
na-amaze lang ako makita sila.
Napag-aral at tumatanda na ako.
Aray.
Anyway,
Pero grabe sir,
sige.
para tayo nasa Sky kasi ang gaganda nilang dalawa.
Yes,
And
correct.
they're here to talk about their upcoming competition. Gaya nga na nabanggit nila, they're preparing for something. So can you tell us more about the ISU Junior Grand Prix? Your Skye P.
Sky.
Yes. The upcoming ISU Junior World Championship starts off with the 7 leg competition, which starts this August. And the first leg is in France, of which I am participating in. And the top skaters from each leg gets to compete in the Junior World Championships, which is happening in Japan at the end of the year.
So if Sky is participating this August, si Sky C din ba ay in the coming August na rin ba?
I think September yata. Ano? Sky, am I right?
Yes.
Sky,
The
September
leg
naman.
I'm competing in will start on September 15 to September 18.
Yung. So,
So magkahiwalay sila.
pero busy months ahead. And
Mm.
it's good. It's good to hear that, di ba? Kasi parang, everybody's been hold up at home. Tapos malalaman natin may mga ganitong competitions
Right, after a very long break
Yeah,
and we're
more,
back on ice.
more than a year, di ba?
That's right.
It's been more than a year. Okay. So, ako tanongin ko lang, both Skies, kumbaga, alam naman natin na when it comes to these kinds of tournaments that there are countries who have, kumbaga, magagaling talaga na skaters and everything. Have you already, well, more or less identified these countries that you have to prepare for, and um, do you do any scouting or something like that? Let's start with Skye P.
In my opinion, the countries to watch out for would be Russia, since their skaters have very outstanding technical skills. Aside from that, I am also rooting for Korean and Japanese skaters, as they have very smooth skating skills and transitions and performance skills.
How about you, Skye C?
So currently po, I don't think there's an official list of my competitors for the ISU Grand Prix, but I would agree with Skype because Russians, Japanese, and Koreans are really some tough competitors, and they are given the advantage to have time to train at the moment because I think the cases in their countries are less than ours, and the protocols they follow are stricter. So they get to train on the ice na talaga. And we're still here stuck at home.
Yeah. Well,
That's true. Ang
well,
sad.
well,
Ang sad.
yeah, pero I mean, bit by bit I've been noticing naman na medyo we're
Mm.
okay na naman. We're getting okay. I mean, maybe at some point.
Yeah,
And
slowly.
those tournaments are a sign that we're headed towards that direction. Diba?
Right.
Yeah. So,
So,
Ana,
ayun, given na we have these countries na parang we see as parang mainit na competitor, parang how were you able to prepare or how are you preparing despite our situation here in the Philippines and Sky P in the US? Siguro si Sky C muna. Parang kamusta ka here in the Philippines?
Currently naman po, I'm doing quite well. Focusing more on strengthening the muscles, especially legs, kasi we really need that for skating. And practicing more on off-ice jumps, rotations, since yun nga po, we don't get to skate. And Also, I've been currently doing my choreography programs of the ice just to recall all the movements I have to do on the ice.
Alright, si Skye P naman.
Hi. Actually po, I haven't gotten a ticket to United States. So, same with Skye Chua rin po. I am just doing off-ice jumps, training, and all that. And sometimes I dance and do the choreography so that when I get on ice, everything will be easier, and especially with the time given to us, and we lack the facilities, the training facilities, it will be much easier for us when we get back on ice.
I've seen several figure skaters na nagtry nung figure roller. Are you also trying those parang kind of skates as substitute dun sa figure skates on ice? Skye C. I think nakalag si
Okay.
Skye C, Sir Brian. So si Skye P muna.
Okay.
Nag-figure roller ka rin ba?
As of the moment, no. Well, my coach has been telling me to order. Although in the place where I live in, the court is still closed, so I don't really have anywhere to roller skate yet.
Right. So, parang magkaibang skill set din siguro yun. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Pero Pero I'm curious, no, Sir Brian, na parang paano nila in-anticipate yung pagbabalik on ice? Parang
Mm.
super comfortable ba kayo na kung pagtapak nyo ng ice ulit, you'll be able to glide and spin the way you used to pre-pandemic? Ang laki ng ngiti ni Skye C. Sige, si Skye C muna.
So for the past few months po, I have been thinking about then that. I've really been thinking if it would still feel the same, and if after 2 months of training will I really be super prepared for this competition. And I've been asking my friends around because they have been able to train na din po on ice. My friends in the US. So I asked them how it felt like the first time they got back on the ice. And they said at first it would really take time because it felt really awkward daw po. Parang the blade of the skates felt really thin. That's what they said. And it really got me scared at first. But I guess through our preparation now, and I'm really trying to psych myself, mentally prepare. Hopefully naman po, it won't be so hard. But I'm sure to take time before I get back to how it was before pre-pandemic.
Right, right. Ayan. So, ikaw, Skye P, same feeling din ba, Skye C? Yung ganun?
Yes. We haven't been skating for more than a year na po, and sometimes, like yun nga rin po, like I also ask some people who stop skating na po, and sometimes they skate from time to time, and that's what they also say po, like at first it will be very hard, it will be very awkward, it will feel like you didn't know how to skate, like everything will be back from scratch and all that, but just like what our coaches always say, just prepare yourself physically and mentally, and so that given the very short time for us to prepare, it will be easier for us.
Right. So, yan. Grabe, no? Siguro, parang I can imagine din how awkward would it be. Parang more than a year without having to try my skates, tapos bigla na natapak sa yelo, plus sa competition pa.
Yeah,
Parang,
yeah.
di ba?
Yun nga, yung dito nga, di ba, ilan lang yung mga pwede mo skatean here in the Philippines.
Mm.
Tapos, ganyan pa. Pero
Right.
kaya nga I'm really curious talaga yung sa question na tinanong mo is how are both guys able to keep their competitive nature going ganyan. And considering na I'm sure that both Skye P and Skye C have been dealing with well, what to do at home most
Mm-hmm.
kasi 'di ba the two of you are forced to stay at home kasi technically di pa kayo pwede lumabas, right? Am I right, girls? Yun. So, ang sa akin yun, we're talking about mental. What's the mental mindset of the two of you considering that you're entering a tournament, a big tournament in the coming months? And it's a lot different from your previous tournaments, I'm assuming, right? Yung approach niyo. So what's going? How are you dealing with that right now? Because I know that in skating, the mental aspect of it is very important, right? Kasi focus niyo, choreography and everything. So let me ask Skye P first. What's going on with you right now?
Well, currently, yes, that is right. Anything can happen. Like during the competition, whether you're the best in the technical skills, but if your mentality is not that prepared, then there's a big chance that you will mess up. So for me, I always I I I believe in the saying that you have to believe in yourself in order for others to believe in you. And if there's no one believing in you, you only have yourself. So with that goal, I try my best to believe in myself despite of whatever is happening and despite of the situation I am in right now. I try my best to keep moving forward.
Okay. How about you, Skye C?
So that's really right po for not only I think for skating but also for the other athletes out there. Mental health and mental training is really important for everyone because you may be good technically or choreography wise, but when it comes to the competition itself and your mental state isn't that strong, I think there's a big chance for you to not be at your best, I guess. So what I like to do is I like to visualize myself doing my jumps and programs and trying my best to tell myself in my head that I can land it and complete my jumps when I get back on the ice.
Okay. So ano ko dito, I'm curious to ask ko si Skye P. Um, to keep yourself sane, what have you been doing aside from studying, of course? What have you been doing to keep yourself busy or to get your mind off this? What we're going through right now. Let's start with Skye C.
Honestly po, I'm someone who likes to go to the gym. So
Yeah.
when I feel like I'm thinking a lot and super busy, and my mind's just going off to some places, I really like to just relax and do some workouts. Pwede, okay lang po if, example, yoga lang para a bit
Mm.
calming. I just like to sweat it off.
Ayun. Yun nga, tama actually,
Ganda,
sweating off
ganda.
is, di ba? How about you, Skye P?
Um, for me po, if I'm getting stressed or I feel too overwhelmed, I like to draw and dance like on my own. Like I would want to have my own private time and yeah, I like when I dance. I wouldn't want anyone to watch me because I want to be in the moment and have some time for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Talaga may artistic side sila eh, no?
Totoo, sir.
Well, actually, I can relate to Skype because that's what I want also. Pag kunwari, when I want to do some taekwondo, ayoko may nanonood sa akin. Totoo lang. Ikaw,
Mm-hmm.
Ana, anong ginagawa mo?
Well, it's cool and I just keep myself busy.
Mm.
Yun lang. Kasi pag I'm unoccupied, talagang kung
Kasi
saan-saan
sira ulo
napupunta yung
mo.
isip ko, lalo lang akong nai-stress. Pero sir, I'm curious, parang I have this feeling na Skye P and Skye C are like really close friends. So may time din ba
Mm.
during the quarantine period na hey, can we call? And then let's cry together, ganyan. May ganun ba kayong moments? Parang meron sir, nagtawanan
Oh,
sila.
sige, sino unang tatanungin natin? Sky P
Um,
o Sky C? Ikaw,
sige, si
Miri.
Skye P.
Okay, Sky P.
Uh, well, we are really busy po, but sometimes po, like it was actually Skye Chua's birthday lang po, last June. And so we met up for her birthday and yun po, we sometimes eat out and ganun po, like we try to catch up and
Yan, belated happy birthday, Skye C. So ikaw, ganun din ba? Parang do you call Skye P or your friends in the figure skating team na parang, let's bond, ganyan?
Actually, this pandemic po, we didn't really get to talk to
Mm.
each other much. But then, during training, sobrang minsan random lang po. After training, we go jogging together and then we end up just talking to each other about our days, how stressful it was. And
Mm.
sometimes, nadadamay pa yung academics. Oh, I have a test tomorrow, ganyan. And I'm still here in the ring. Paano na? So, for me,
Mm.
nakakamiss din po talaga yung face-to-face training and the ring.
Yeah, yeah, sir. Totoo, parang daming nawala at tas biglaan pa na nabago yung routine natin, no, Sir Brian?
Sobrang nabago. Although tayo, nagawa year na tayo na ginagawa to. So, parang naging part na ng ano natin ng regimen. Siguro
Right.
you're still continuing. Okay, so, any more questions for the first part, Ana, before we go to break?
I'm
Wala.
good to go.
Pahinga muna tayo. Tapos, balita ko, mas matitindi yung mga tanong ni Ana sa second ko. No? We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Giga Life. Your passions, your stories, your life, simplified with just one app. This is the future. The Giga Life in just one tap. Experience more Giga moments when you make a smart choice. With the Philippines' fastest mobile data network. How do I know it's D1? Simple, smart, ako.
Okay, welcome back everybody. Ana, doon na tayo. Second part na.
Yes, we're
Re-
back. So,
ready
ayan,
na ba yung
I'm ready.
mahihirap? Okay. Ito, let's call back the skies. Yung skies talaga, nahihirapan talaga ang sky. Yon. Okay.
Alright. So, ready na ba kayo? Show lang. So, ayan, alam mo ba, sir, konting chika lang, no? When I started skating, even before pa pala, I've been seeing these girls sa link and parang umaga till night, especially pag may competitions, parang on ice and off ice, they're really, really working hard talaga to get, to represent the country and perform the best results, no? So, I'm curious lang na of all these competitions, simula nung bata pa kayo, ano yung mga memorable ones or parang ano yung pinaka tumatak na competitions sa inyong dalawa? Siguro let's start with Skye C.
Okay.
So the competition that I really wouldn't ever forget is the one I went to in Sakhalin. It's Children of Asia. It was really something memorable po because I really have never experienced any competition like that because it was just me and Gabby in a dorm with our coaches, and every meal po they really serve it, and there was a nutritionist pa po, so like I was really amazed with how they arranged the competition, and it was really life changing for me because I was able to meet new people, and I actually met some of the top Korean skaters, and I just felt amazed with that too. And also, other than the competition, I really learned a lot, and I met a lot of new people in that competition. Yeah.
Right. Grabe, parang 2 years ago lang yun. Tama ba, Skye C? Right.
Yes
So,
po.
ayan, si Skye P naman, where ikaw, ano ang favorite competition mo?
I currently have two memorable po. One was held in Beijing, China last 2015, and it was called the Asian Junior Figure Skating Challenge. It was very terrifying yet a very exciting experience for me since I was the only Philippine delegate for this novice category, and all I had to rely on was my mom and my coach that time. But nonetheless, I was able to break the code. But to be honest, well, like it was really cool how they had this necklace, skating necklace, and it was really pretty. So it was very memorable for me. And the other one naman po was held last 2018 during the Philippine Nationals. It was my first time to compete as a junior skater, and all I can say is that this competition was the very most competitive Philippine Nationals competition I've ever encountered since we had competitors all the way from US, and it was very very challenging but yet like a very fun experience yun for all of us, but at the end it was all worth it and I was able to get the bronze medal.
Wow. Galing.
Yun. So, grabe no, sir. And ang gaganda ng kwento nila, no? Parang,
Yeah.
they're both in figure skating, tapos sobrang daming competition, tapos magkakaiba yung highlights na binabanggit nila. So, ang galing. And ngayon, another bagong experience na naman, parang competing in a pandemic, di ba? Parang one for the books talaga.
Yeah. Yun nga eh. Pero siguro tanong ko rin, Ana, to the Skye P and Skye C. I mean, you girls have been through many competitions in the past years, and I'm sure through those participations, you've been able to get some kind of experience. I mean, maturity in a way, na so that the next time, ganoon naman, di ba? When the more competitions you get into, the more experience, parang veteran ka na or something like that. Now, the two of you, bata pa kayo, but at this point, do you think what you've already gained from those past tournaments are enough to help you push for a better performance this coming August and September? Let's start with Skype.
To be honest po, I have just recently started being exposed as a junior skater prior to the pandemic. It's also not helping the fact that all training facilities are currently closed and shut down. Although, given the experience that I have, even though it's really limited, I am really looking forward for this competition and gaining more experience for the future.
All right. How about you, Sky C?
Well, I believe po that every competition we take is another learning experience for us, win or lose, because it really teaches us something new. Um, Same with Skye P. I haven't been really exposed yet to competitions as a junior skater. And I think this is something now I would need in order to push myself more. But come to think of it, the previous competitions I have had, I think po that it's quite enough naman po for me to keep pushing. And because of the previous competitions that I had, I was able to see um, not only what I am good at, but also what I am bad at, so that I was able to improve in those elements.
Yes, that's very nice. So just for the Ana, for everybody's information, yung dates no compete yung dalawang Sky. I just want to share it, no.
Mm-hmm.
Sky P, this is the one, right? August 18 to 21 in Courchevel, France. This is the one that you're participating in.
Yes po.
All right. That's the ISU Junior Grand Prix of figure skating in August. And then Sky will be this will be the one from September 15 to 18 in Krasnoyarsk, Russia. Is that, am I right?
Yes po.
Yun. Okay. So yun. Those are the tournaments. So those are the days to mark. August to September.
Magkaka-live stream ba daw to, Sir Brian? May live
I
stream ba
um
ito,
I'm
Skies?
I have a feeling they will kasi
Mm-hmm.
usually yun yung ano ngayon eh, 'di ba? That's the trend these days eh. You have to
Right.
I don't know which do you Sky P, do you have you heard anything about that? If it's going to be live stream?
Well, they usually have it live on YouTube po, and sometimes they save it rin po. Pero when they save it, it's per skater na lang.
Ah, okay. Okay. Sa'yo, Sky, same. Sky C, same?
I think it would be the same po since it's under Junior Grand Prix.
Ah, okay. Ayun. So, pwedeng panoorin, Ana, yung ano.
Right.
Pwede natin
Ayan. So
support.
may
Kahit pa paano.
aabangan tayo online.
Yeah. So, yun. Sige, Ana, your next questions.
Ayun sir, ako hearing their answers, nakaka-amaze parang how the sport is turning these little girls into strong independent women, no? So parang kanina nabanggit ni Sky na pag after training, parang mag-uusap sila about the exams, the homework, ganyan. So, I'm curious na since yung sport ay nagre-require na maglabas-pasok ng bansa since mostly ay international, how are you able to balance your studies and your practices pag may yan, yung daily practices nyo? Sige, si Sky C.
So usually po, during my free time, I try my best to really catch up with schoolwork and study for quizzes. So during training, syempre, I have to really be focused on skating first because if not, I know my training might be bad on that day. Um, then after training, that's when I worry about my academics na po. So let's say I'm eating dinner, that's when I start doing my homework, eating lunch. And there came a time po that I had training in the morning. So I had to skip classes in the morning po. So usually during lunchtime, I would take my classes that I miss in the morning and then um, catch up and stay pa during dismissal just so that I could take all the quizzes and assessments missed. And as an athlete, all I think all athletes experience this po at some point. It's not easy, but kaya naman po.
Right. Si Skye P naman, how's your experience balancing academics in your sport?
I am currently a freshman po sa ELSU, and right now I am actually juggling three things, which is my training, my studies, and I have recently opened my own online business. So with that, I follow a schedule that I have made for myself that follows a per hour per day basis, which helps me manage my time wisely and balance all three things at once.
Right. Pag atleta talaga, no, Sir Brian, talagang mahahasa ka plot ng schedule at maging magaling sa time management.
Yeah.
So, grabe, kudos to the both of you.
Nagulat ako meron pang business si Skye.
Yun nga, sir, di ba? Parang,
That's
grabe.
surprising. Anyway, okay, so we have this tournament, pero I'm just curious, for the past year, were there any tournaments you were supposed to join that got canceled? Kasi all sports naman went through that. Were there any prior competitions abroad that were canceled also? Let's start with Skype.
Um, for last year, I didn't have any international competitions, but we had Philippine Nationals, which was cancelled since I think it was supposed to be done in April last year, but then the pandemic happened, so they had to cancel it.
How about you, Sky? Same or?
As I recall po, I think pre-pandemic, there weren't any scheduled international competitions since a lot of countries have been affected na po by the pandemic. I think they postponed it, but they really didn't think of canceling it pa po. But other than nationals, I don't recall an international competition that I was supposed to compete in.
Okay, so looking beyond the ISU Grand Prix, are there other tournaments lined up for either of you? Sky, you go first.
Currently po, other than the Junior Grand Prix, there are no competitions lined up for me yet. And siguro po after the Junior Grand Prix, I can start planning na on how I would continue training and continue competing.
Skype?
I am currently eyeing for Winter Universiade 2021, which will be held in Switzerland in December. It is a competition for university students coming from all over the world. But other than that, I am also eyeing for an open competition for junior level to make the most of the year.
Wow. Grabe, mukhang naka-plot out na yung mga
Oo nga, sir.
ni Skype. But that's good. I mean, it's a good sign. Baga, competition is getting normal and hopefully at some point, everything will be back to normal.
Right. Talagang manifestation na they're back on track na. No? That things are getting better gradually.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and aside from those questions, Anna, do you have any more questions? O bago, free for all tayo.
Sige, sir. Ako, I'm curious na parang, siguro para din sa interest ng ating viewers, no? What's with figure skating that made you fall in love? And why should people also consider trying it?
Good question.
Sige, si Skye, C muna.
Personally po, I really wanted to skate since I was a little kid because when we went to SM Mall of Asia, I always saw the skaters, and they were really graceful. And as a kid, I really thought na, oh, okay, I really want to get into this because I see how much they amaze the crowd. And when I got into the sport, it wasn't all about the grace. It was also about the strength. So it was really challenging. And I feel like, of course, all sports are really challenging. But what makes figure skating is we have to have the right amount of grace and mix it well with the right amount of strength. So, and also, I feel like this neon ice is something that really got me into figure skating, and I saw how much it entertained others. So I guess one more challenge that we have as figure skaters is we really have to entertain the crowd that we're performing to.
Right. Thank you for that, guys. Ang ganda nun, yung sinabi mo na yung hindi lang siya basta grace, may strength din siya nakasama. So ikaw, Skye P, for you naman.
Well, for me, the thing that made me fall in love with the sport is I really like dancing because before skating, I used to do ballet for fun lang. Like my lola would bring me to ballet classes and she would just leave me there and she's just gonna come back for me. Pero yeah, I really like dancing into the music and all that. But then the technical side, it's very challenging, Ran, and I like to not that I like to make myself have a hard time, but then I like trying out new things. And figure skating was really hard at first, but then I really loved it very much the first time I tried it. Then um, I really think that people should try it as well because knowing Philippines, if they hear Philippines, it's not a cold country or we don't have snow and all that. But then, people also get amazed how like, oh, you're from the Philippines and you figure skate, oh, may ring pala doon and all that. So it's just really nice to hear that from other people.
Right. That's true. Grabe no, sir. So ayan, parang our audience have no reason para not to try it. Kasi, I mean, it's a very interesting sport.
Yeah.
Hindi man competitively but recreationally. I mean, siguro pagbalik ng SM ring,
Mm-hmm.
sana mas maraming taong ma-engage pa kasi na-miss nila yung ice, na-miss nila yung lamig, 'di ba?
Oo. Lalo na ngayon, mainit parati. Kailangan yung ice na yan.
Totoo.
Anyway, I'm just want to ask both Skye P and Skye C. Aside from figure skating, are there any sports you were or are planning to get into? Si Skye para may feeling ako alam ko yung isa basketball. Because of her dad. Sige, Skye.
So actually po, in our school we have like sports fest, so we get to explore din po on other sports. But I don't know why po, but when I hold a ball, it's really not for me. I think God said really just skate na lang, Sky. Even if my dad tries to teach me like basketball or nagpapaturo po ako ng volleyball sa dad, mom, and sister ko, hindi ko po talaga kaya. So I think I really meant to skate.
Smith, turuan mo si Skye. Kailangan pa ako. You do know that your dad is a shooter, right?
Yes po.
So, yun. Turuan ka na yan. Hands lang yan. How about you, Skye P?
Well, for me, same rin po. Like, when we have in drums and all that, I have tried joining the volleyball, but then it's not the same as how I feel about skating. Like skating is really different, and I don't know, it just feels I feel like I'm a completely different person when I'm skating, and everything just sets aside. Like nothing else matters when I'm skating. So yeah.
Oh, ano
Iba
eh.
iba yung
Magbabago yan.
game siguro, eh. Kapag naghahampas ng bola kaysa dun sa sumasayaw ka sa ice, feeling ko ganun yun.
Yeah. And ako, I have a question to Sky since you said that Sky P. When you said you love dancing, right? How about dance sport or pole
Mm.
dancing? Have you ever considered those two sports?
Well, during the pandemic po, I've been dancing a lot lately, and before I wasn't able to do that since I'm always on the ice. Like after school, I go to the ring, and that just repeats. And so, I was also like telling my dad, "Oh, Dad, I want to try contemporary dancing,"
Mm.
but then I don't know. Like I really like skating, so
Mm.
I don't think it will be the same. I think if I would like make sawa kaagad if I try dancing, but then I don't know. I think I would love to try it little bit, but not as serious as skating.
You should. I mean, even for Sky, I mean, you're already there in that artistic kind of sport. Kumbaga, it's something
Mhm.
that you can easily transition to. In my opinion, right? Ano?
Right? I'm good, Sir
Abusan ka.
Brian, na parang hindi, parang I think napiga na natin yung
Yeah.
kumbaga inspiring, kuwentos nila kasi parang they've been through a lot
Yeah.
pre-pandemic, plus
Mm.
dumagdag yung pandemic pero see they're gonna bounce back, magsha-shine sila ulit on ice, 'di ba? Despite the situation. So, it's
Mm.
something, I don't know, something to really look forward to.
Alam mo, I forgot to ask to both Skype and Sky C. Are you into
Mhm.
this TikTok thing? Do you have that? Ayaw si Sky C. Okay. All right. Okay, so if there are no more questions, siguro let's give both Skies the floor so that they can say their final words. If you want to promote anything or make your shout outs, now's
Mhm.
your chance. Let's start with Sky C.
So, just to get back to the question a while ago, I
Oh,
just really want to say if you guys feel like you would want to pursue skating in the future or when the rinks open na po ulit, I think
ooh,
you guys should really go for it because it's a really challenging sport, but if you have the heart to do it, it really feels different. Parang when you skate po, all your stress goes away, and it's just such an amazing sport. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. Shout out to my parents.
all right. Okay, this is Sky P.
Um, Um, I'm really thankful for every opportunities you have given me at Sky, especially with me and Chua, especially with the given situation we are in right now. And I would really like to thank my parents for everything and my friends for all the support they have given.
All right. Okay, so let's give the comebacking Anna Cruz a chance to say how does it feel to be back talking to your fellow athletes?
Sobrang nice. Parang sa lahat ng comeback ko, ito yung isa sa mga favorite ko kasi, I mean, it's skating. Although different disciplines, but it's really nice to talk about figure skating kasi actually my dad wanted me to be a figure skater. Pero my mom
Oh,
didn't want me kasi delikado daw yung ring. But ayun, when I lumaki-laki na ako, I pursued a different type of skating. But yun, it's nice to be back here sa Sports Bytes and masaya rin ako na makakwentuhan yung dalawang skies na sa ring ko lang nakikita noon. But yun, shout out din sa ating mga viewers. So, sana we're staying safe and we're staying healthy. Things are getting better. So, just hang in there.
yeah. So ako naman, before I give my final word, can I ask everybody to please give me your best smile? Picture tayo. All right? On three. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So okay, thank you Skye P, Skye C. Talaga di ako maano eh, hindi ako talaga masanay talaga we're wishing you luck, and I'm hoping that you start this kumbaga another one to look out for in Philippine sports na pwedeng look forward to in the coming months. Good luck. Bilib ako kay Sky C, up to date ako yan kasi dad niya parati kong kausap. And I know Sky knows that. So again, thank you everybody for watching. Have a good Sunday. Please stay safe and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Tapos bukas bagong week na naman. Good afternoon everybody. Stay safe.
See ya.
See you.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai Stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple.